Now, let's go through our book material. Balanced diet. The nutrient requirements of different people are different. Growing children need more carbohydrates than old people. Also, people who do a lot of physical work need greater amounts of carbohydrates than people who follow a sedentary lifestyle. What is sedentary lifestyle? Sedentary means a person tending to spend much time seated, somewhat inactive. To make it as a sentence, we all walk a certain amount every day, even if we are sedentary. However, everyone needs to take in all the nutrients as per his or her body requirement. A diet that includes all the essential components of food in right proportions is called a balanced diet. Let us repeat this. A diet that includes all the essential components of food in right proportions is called a balanced diet. So, we have learnt about balanced diet. A healthy body and mind is the definition of good health. A healthy person is physically and mentally fit. The basic conditions required for staying in good health are given here. Let's look into that. The first one is balanced diet. The next one is clean and hygienic environment. Hygienic means conducive to maintaining health and preventing diseases, especially by being clean and sanitary. And regular exercise and adequate rest. Regular exercise along with balanced diet makes us fit and active. It also helps in proper circulation of blood throughout the body. A balanced diet makes our body healthy and strong. What does it make? A balanced diet makes our body healthy and strong. We should sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours daily to give proper rest to our body. After complete rest, our body gets refreshed and we are ready to perform all our daily activities. A lot of nutrients are lost while cooking food. Therefore, we should remember the following tips while cooking food. Now, let's look into the tips to remember while cooking food. Always cover the utensil when cooking food. Never overcook or undercook the food. Overcooked food is devoid of nutrients and undercooked food is difficult to digest. Always wash fruits and vegetables before chopping them. Washing them after chopping removes the vitamins present in them. And avoid reheating of the food, as this destroys the nutrients present in it. Avoid cooking food in too much of water. So far, we learnt about balanced diet. Now let's learn about diseases. Diseases. Disease. It is a condition that does not allow our mind and body to function properly. We feel weak when we fall sick. All diseases are classified into two main categories. That is, number one is non-communicable and the other one is communicable. Let's look into communicable disease and non-communicable diseases. Communicable disease. The disease spread from person to another. They are catching diseases and can spread through the air, water, etc. Non-communicable disease. The disease which does not spread from one person to another through any mode. It is caused due to allergy, illness, malnutrition, changes in lifestyle. Environment play a significant role. Communicable disease caused by pathogens and vectors play the major role in spreading disease from one person to another. Non-communicable disease, no infectious agent. Communicable disease, infecting agent, bacteria and virus. For example, tuberculosis, AIDS, typhoid, cholera, malaria, etc. Non-communicable disease, cancer, rickets, allergies, kwashiorkor, diabetes, heart disease, etc. Now, let us take a look into non-communicable diseases. Diseases that do not spread from one person to another are called non-communicable diseases. That is, if you touch or if you talk, it will not spread. Okay? These diseases are also known as non-infectious diseases. Such diseases can be caused due to the following reasons. There are many reasons to get non-communicable diseases, but let's look into few. The first point they are giving is not getting the correct amount of nutrients as per our body requirements. Deficiency diseases. A malfunctioning of any body organ. Deficiency diseases. Diseases that are caused due to lack of nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins and vitamins or minerals in our diet are called deficiency diseases. The first disease we are going to see is scurvy. What is scurvy? It is the deficiency disease of vitamin C. The symptoms of scurvy is swelling of joints, and bleeding of gums. So what are the preventive measures you are going to take? Preventive measures are include fruits and vegetables that are rich sources of vitamin C in the diet. Okay, what are all the fruits which has got more vitamin C? That is, if you take pineapple, kiwi, mango, oranges, yummy oranges, papaya, amla, strawberries, capsicum, broccoli and cabbage. These fruits and all has got more of vitamin C. If you take all these things, you will not get these diseases. Okay, now let's look into the next disease, that is beriberi. This is caused by deficiency of vitamin B. What are the symptoms of this? Skin becomes dry and scaly. The person feels extreme weakness. The nervous system and the muscles are affected very badly. What are the preventive measures you can take? We can take more of milk, egg, meat and green leafy vegetables in the diet. Well, now let's learn what night blindness is all about. This is caused by vitamin A deficiency. The person cannot see well at night or in dim light. The preventive measures has to be taken. You have to take lot of carrot, butter, papaya, milk, spinach and green leaf vegetables in the diet. The next disease we are going to see is anemia. That is the most common disease which ladies get during the period of 30 to 40 because of less iron content in their body. So the deficiency is iron content. Anemia is a condition in which you lack enough healthy red blood cells to carry, or when a person's red blood cells do not include enough hemoglobin to your body tissues. The blood carries less oxygen in the body, resulting in paleness, tiredness, loss of appetite and loss of weight. So the preventive measures are, we have to include eggs, pulses, dates, cereals and green leaf vegetables such as spinach in the diet. Now, let's look into improper development of bones and teeth. If suppose you lack in calcium and phosphorus, your bones and teeth will become weak and brittle. So you have to include milk, green vegetables, fish, meat, pulses and nuts in the diet. The next is marasmus. It is caused by deficiency of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. The child becomes so thin that loose folds of skin can be seen all over the body. The ribs of the child can be seen as you see in the picture. We have to include more of rice, wheat, potatoes, maize and honey in the diet. Wash your car. This disease is caused by deficiency of proteins. The abdomen of the child gets swollen and bulges out. The legs become thin. We have to include in our diet eggs, fish, meat, cereals and pulses in the diet. Let's look into the disease rickets. The deficiency is vitamin D. Bow legs, that is bent legs and bending of the spine. Include eggs, fish and milk in the diet. Exposure to sunlight is also essential. Goiter. It is caused by iodine deficiency. The symptoms are swelling of the thyroid gland near the neck. We have to include fish, seafood and iodized salt in the diet.